Hello YouTube, how the devil are you? Me back with a VR to Pixel poll on the 10 best games I played in the 90s. Or my 10 favourite games I played in the 90s. And the caveat to that is you had to have played these games in the 90s. So it couldn't be something like I couldn't pick them Fire Shark, which would probably be in the list because I didn't actually play it in the 90s. I played it later. So yeah, so this is tough, honestly. I got a list here, right? And it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's about 15 honourable mentions, and I'm not going to give 15 honourable mentions. I think I'll give 3 honourable mentions, and it's so hard, honestly. This list is fucking. Obviously, there'll be a link to Paul's video in the description. Go and, obviously, if you watch me, you know Paul, go and check him out. Yeah, and he said this was harder than the 25 games from the last 25 years which we done as a VR to Gordon, and I think he might be right, actually. Honestly. Right, anyway, let's get on with it. So my 3 honourable mentions is number 1, Die Hard Trilogy. So I have got it down there. I should have got it out really, but yeah, I'll pop a little thing up there anyway. Die Hard Trilogy, I absolutely loved that game. Number 2, it's gotta be Buster Move 2 or Puzzle Bobble. Yeah, and hours and hours, and still play that and still love it now. So yeah, and the last one is Final Fight. Used to love playing that, me and my mates. Yeah, 2-player over in the Stucker all embargoed, and I still love playing it now. I think I played through it last year. Yeah, I played through it last year, and still great to play in it. So yeah, right. So let's get on with it. In number 10 is probably the game series I've put the most hours in ever. Love this game. Played it first in 96, but it would have been the one that came out in 95 because the 96 version hadn't come out then. And I will guess what is it? Football Manager. The best football manager game ever, and that's Championship Manager. Like I said, still love playing it. I've got it 0102 on the Xbox. Aiden done for me down there. I've got 02 and 03 as well on disc. So yeah, I love Championship Manager. Honestly, like I said, I think I've said the story before. Started playing it in sixth form, right? Like I said, I wasn't a PC gamer. I didn't have a clue about PC games or anything like that. But one of the boys who was in sixth form with us, he brought it in and he put it on every computer. But the one he brought in first, 95, you had to have the disc in the computer. So we was all like there on his computer then playing. We all had a team each. But then when 96 come out, was it 96 or 97? One of them anyway. That you could put it, install it on the computer and you didn't need a disk to run. So, we was in our Royals. Honestly, it was fucking brilliant. I remember, right, there's no word of a lie. Before Championship Manager, I'd get in school either just on time or 5 minutes late every day. Without shadow of a doubt, right in sixth form. And I'd be there no fucking probably leave 5 minutes earlier than the thing to get out. When Championship Manager come out, right, no word of a lie, I'd be in school at 8 o'clock, right? Perhaps earlier some days. And we wouldn't leave until the cleaners had come in. Sometimes the cleaners had gone and we'd still be there. And then we'd have to say, oh shit, right, we got to go now. And that might be about 6 o'clock. It was unbelievable, right? We was just addicted to that game. And yeah. So these top 10, and not in any particular order, right? That's just the first one I'm talking about. Oh, the memories of that game. Absolute brilliant. Yeah, and like I said, I'm going to pop the thing up there anyway. So, next one up is an arcade game. Love this arcade game. I'm gutted it never got a home port. It did get a game on the NES in the 80s, but it just wasn't the same. This one's Capcom, like, action game, and it's brilliant. And that's Willow. Absolutely love Willow. Like I said, we've got the 4 Funko Pops that have come out so far over there. Yeah, I'm hoping more will come out actually. But yeah, Willow, absolutely loved it. And I'm really enjoying the the new series they done a couple of years ago, and for some reason it just stopped on Disney Plus, and it's gone. I don't know whether there's any way you can watch it. If someone knows that, let me know, because I loved that TV show. And like I said, love the film. The film's in my top 10 films. The game will always be my top 10 games, I think. Brilliant, brilliant game. Right, next one up, again, another arcade game. I do own this on the Switch, and I got it on the Mega Drive down my ear somewhere. But the arcade version was where it was at back in the day. Like I said, back in the 90s, you'd go down Barker's. That was our local chippy. He was a fucking darling. He was Barker, great bloke, bonkers. Still mad now. Don't own the shop anymore, sadly. But yeah, when we was growing up, it was... Did I say the game? Oh yeah, Toki. Get out on one of them days. It's early on a Friday. Well, say early, it's time. 10:30 on a Friday, the 23rd of January. Yeah, like I said, we'd go in there, we'd buy out fucking chip buddies, we'd be playing on a Tuppenny Nudger and playing Toki, and it was just brilliant. Still one of my favourite games now. Absolutely love it. Next one up, again, another arcade game and another game from Barker's, but this was also other places as well. This was my go-to game. It's Tecmo World Cup 90. It was my go-to game when I was away on holidays, and like I said, in the day they'd give me like £2, my parents, my old girl and I, and I'd have £2 in the day, and I'd have a bit more then in the night. And I always used to keep 10p, that's how much it was in a Dirty Duck, to play that game last, because I knew that I'd have a good half hour of gameplay on it, because I could complete it every time. I said, love the game, Tecmo World Cup 90. So that is in at number 7. Number 6 on this was... God, I should have given honourable mention. The other ones, oh, but anyway, this was so... It was 2 racing games on a Mega Drive. One was Road Rash 2, which on another day would be in this list. Love that game. But the one I went with, and just love this game, and that's Micro Machines. Like I said, such a great game in it. Again, there'll be a bit of thing up there. Like I said, it's just fun. Whenever you play Micro Machines on the thing, it can be frustrating sometimes, especially on like the tabletop ones. Like I said, when you the sports cars, when you're flying off the tables, I hate them ones, but I love it. It's my fault when I go off. Yeah, so that was number 6. Number 5, it is, and again, it's said in any particular order at all. Love this game. This is still my favourite GTA game, and that's Gran Turismo, the first one on the PS1. Yeah, everyone knows GTA, don't they? Just such a great game. Like I said, me and my mate, I had a PS1, he had a Saturn, so we'd be down his house playing Sega Rally, and fucking Sega Rally, another one I could have been on, yeah. So we'd be down his house playing them, and then we'd be up mine, and we'd play like Die Hard Trilogy and GTA and games like that. And I remember the first time we played it, he wasn't there the first time, but his first experience, saves mine, just blown away. Not like when you're stealing cars and then running people over and that, it was just unheard of back then. It was absolutely fantastic. Next one up, arguably my favourite racing game of all time. Still love it this day. And this is a game that started the PS1 Racing Game Challenge. And that's Ridge Racer. Gentlemen, start your engines and let's get it on. Always remember that. Brilliant. Like I said, still one of the best racing games ever, I think. Such a great game. Coming in number 3. Again, love this series. This is my favourite fighting series, but not my favourite fighting game. This is really close to mine. And that's Mortal Kombat 2. Obviously got my man Baraka in it. Love Baraka. Like I said, I remember I'm sure I played this on a Mega Drive first before I played it on the arcade. And yeah, just blown away. And like I said, you'd go to school and you'd be like telling your mates and that. It was like buying the magazines, you know, just like to get the special moves and that. It was just such a great time in gaming. The thing is, right, you can tell people now about these games and like what it was like, and they just want to like, oh yeah, whatever, I'll just go on the internet and look at stuff, like the younger generation now. But it was just something special about having to look through magazines, you know, like having to rely on your mates now to tell you if they found a secret or found something. Yeah, it was just brilliant times there. Absolutely love Mortal Kombat 2. Right, I'm not going to cheat, even though I'm tempted to. Next one is, and again, all them three, right, could have been on the list, but I'm going with Golden Axe. Love Golden Axe. Like I said, played it loads on the Mega Drive, played it in the arcade with my mates, and again, it was at Mike's Fish Shop. It's another chip shop we had in our market growing up, and yeah, just arcade cabs everywhere. Fucking brilliant time. But yeah, like I said, playing that on Mega Games 2, which, again, I could have just said Mega Games 2, couldn't I, and been a bit cheeky, but I'm not. I'm going to say Golden Axe. Like I said, love old, was it Gilius Thunderhead? Sorry, it was rolling in the... My favourite move in our game. Love Golden Axe. Love the little dwarf in it. I'm saying that, man, he's probably taller than me. And last one, I think... I would imagine this is going to be on 99.9% of people's list, or a version of this. And that's Street Fighter 2. Like I said, I've told the story of this many times when how I got it back then. That's not my original copy, sadly, but yeah. Like I said, we used to play this, right, back in Backers again in the chip shop. Again, so many of my favourite games were played in Backers in the fish shop, or like in the video shop, or the Rose's Calf and stuff like that. But yeah, like I said, I remember we'd go in there in Backers, we'd be playing on it, and there'd just be like money everywhere, no, all across the thing. Like some games you go there, like R-Type, fucking R-Type, shit, no. You'd have like a couple of 20p pieces. When that went in there, it was just, and there was loads of us in there, because it was a different part. You had like the chip shop in the one part, and it was like a little opening, you go through, like you could sit down or I'd eat your food, and it was like arcade games and like the Tuppy Nudger and that in it, and we was in there, and I can only imagine how much money went into that fish shop around that time, because say there was 10 to 20 of us in there some days, at least half us was buying food as well at any given time in it. So yeah, old back, I must have made a fortune off that game in it. And again, when I got it on the Mega Drive, so my nan used to take me and my sister £200 for Christmas, and we'd go to Cardiff, and I was a bit older at the time, I think I was about 14. Yeah, when that came out on the Mega Drive, was it 93, 94? Well, anyway, when it came out that Christmas, my nan took my sister off, and because I was a little bit older, I had my money, and I went on my own. I went into Virgin. I remember walking in there and just seeing, like I said, a shelf, like a little shelf, and it was full. No one display things. I looked at the price, £65, and didn't hesitate at all. It was bang, got it, bought it, went back out, met my nan, and she went, "Oh, we bought it, love." And I said, "Oh, this, was that about a £5, was it?" I said, "No, £65. She's like, £65 for that?" And then, honestly, Christmas morning, mind, she knew that they didn't hardly see me. Like I said, because I was upstairs, they said, "Dinner's ready now." I said, "Yeah, be there now, be there now." And I just remember loving it. Again, brilliant times. The 90s was just fantastic, wasn't it? And I think this has got to be the only list of favourite games that I'll ever make. And I want to have a Wonder Boy game in it. Now, I did play, obviously, Wonder Boy on the Master System back then, because that was an 80s game. I did play in the 90s as well, but classed it as an 80s game. But the ones then on the Mega Drive and like Monsters Lair, I did play them. Like I said, the Mega Drive Monster World, I didn't actually play that until later. So, still love the game, but yeah. Anyway, that's my list, guys. There'll be a link to Paul's channel and video in the description. Go and check them out. I really hope a lot of people do this VR. This is brilliant, and it's fucking hard. Like I said, it's really, really hard to narrow this down to 10 games. Like I said, I could do this. I could probably do this list right every day for a month and have different games on it. That's how hard this was. Anyway, just for watching, guys, and love and leave you. Catch you in the next one. All the best.